They've won 20 straight games. They crushed last year's Super Bowl. They even dismantled the Kansas City Chiefs. And now, the Denver Broncos are stepping into a stadium where they haven't claimed victory in nearly 4 decades. But this time, the keys to success are right in their hands, and we're about to break them down. Before we dive deeper, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, turn on the bell icon so you never miss a Broncos update. Now, let's talk about what the numbers reveal. Advanced analytics tell a powerful story. Look at quarterback EPA, efficiency against man coverage and zone coverage. Early this season, Bo Nix was struggling badly against zone defenses. He just wasn't reading them fast enough. But over the past few games, everything has changed. His numbers are climbing into elite territory. He's now just as sharp against zone as he is against man. When your efficiency starts landing alongside names like Matthew Stafford, and hovering right below Patrick Mahomes, you know you're in the right place. That's huge for the Broncos. Because now, Nix can attack both looks. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts shows the opposite trend. He thrives against man coverage but stumbles when defenses drop into zone. Against zone, he's sitting closer to guys like Geno Smith and Tua Tagovailoa, not elite territory. That means the blueprint for Denver is clear: force Hurts to beat the zone. Even Jason Kelce echoed this on the radio today. And that tells you, the Broncos aren't just walking in with hope. They're walking in with a plan. Late in that matchup against the Buccaneers, the Eagles were force-feeding A.J. Brown. He was frustrated, he was vocal, and it was obvious they were determined to get him the football no matter what. That raises the big question: how should Denver respond? Jason Kelce suggested the Eagles' best path to victory would be simple: force Patrick Surtain into man-to-man duty against Brown. And we all know what that means. If the Broncos go down that road, Jalen Hurts and this Eagles offense instantly become more dangerous. They thrive against man coverage. Now, let's be clear, Surtain isn't just any corner. He was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's locked down elite receivers before, just ask Ja'Marr Chase. But here's the risk. The moment Denver puts Surtain shadowing Brown, you're signaling heavy man coverage. And history tells us that's exactly what Hurts wants. Against man, the Eagles explode. Against zone? They stall. There's also the psychological edge to consider. If Surtain locks up A.J. Brown early, frustration builds. It's not just about shutting down a receiver, it's about throwing the entire offense off rhythm. That's the chess match Sean Payton has to play. But here's the hope for Broncos country: don't take the bait. Don't give the Eagles the matchup they want. Stick to zone, disguise your looks, and force Hurts into the situations where he struggles. Because while Patrick Surtain can erase anyone, the bigger win comes when you erase the Eagles' rhythm entirely. Yes, Patrick Surtain can lock down anyone. But that's exactly why the Eagles want him in man coverage. Jason Kelce himself said it: if Denver plays man, Philadelphia wins. That's why the real key to victory is simple: force Hurts into zone looks and take away what he wants most. The analytics add another layer. They show which quarterbacks thrive after the play breaks down. And this is where Jalen Hurts becomes deadly. While some quarterbacks panic once the pocket collapses, Hurts is at his best when he's scrambling, extending plays, and creating chaos. That's when he punishes defenses. For Denver, that means two things: the secondary must stay disciplined in zone coverage, and the pass rush must be relentless. Edge rushers and linemen can't afford to let him dance around. If Hurts starts rolling out, that's when disaster strikes. The coverage has to hold long enough for the rush to finish the job. Now, here's the other truth: this Eagles win streak might not be as flawless as it looks. Take their game against Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield was missing his all-pro tackle Tristan Wirfs, one of the best at his position. He didn't have Mike Evans. And mid-game, the Bucs lost their starting running back. Yet even with all of that, Tampa still dropped 25 points on Philadelphia. The Eagles scored 31, but Hurts didn't complete a single pass in the second half. That's not dominance. That's survival. And when a team that's won 20 straight starts showing cracks like that, you have to wonder just how strong that streak really is. Look at the Eagles' so-called statement wins. Against the Chiefs, Kansas City was missing its spark. No run game, no Xavier Worthy, and still they managed 17 points. Even Chiefs analysts admitted the Eagles didn't play sharp. That was a decimated opponent, not a dominant performance. Then there's Dallas. The Cowboys are a mess, and Philadelphia only put up 24 against them. That's hardly the mark of an unstoppable juggernaut. And against the Rams? If not for a blocked field goal, that's an outright loss. And what have we seen since? The Rams, beaten at home by a depleted roster on short rest. None of those games scream unbeatable. These wins feel fragile, not fearsome. But there is one thing that looms large, the tush-push. Nobody executes it like Philadelphia. When it's 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, they line up and dare you to stop them. And most teams can't. Denver's defensive line has said they're ready for it, they've studied it, and they've schemed for it. But when the Eagles add their wrinkle, Saquon Barkley breaking outside after the fake, it becomes nearly impossible to defend. The key isn't stopping it on 3rd down. The key is never letting it get to 3rd and 1. The Broncos have to win 1st down. They have to create 2nd and long, force Hurts into uncomfortable spots, and take that unstoppable play off the table. That's how you beat the Eagles. Not by meeting them at the line, but by keeping them from ever lining up for it. By the time this game hits the trenches, that's where it will be decided. And here's the truth, this Broncos defense is the best unit Philadelphia has faced all season. Not even close. None of their past opponents brought a defense like this one. And on the other side of the ball, Denver's offensive line is the toughest wall this Eagles front has lined up against. That matchup alone tilts the field. Then came the scoop of the season. Kay Adams revealed what the Broncos have been hiding, their joker. For weeks, everyone speculated. Some thought it would be Evan Engram. But no. The joker has been revealed, R.J. Harvey. Against his last opponent, Harvey was electric. Bo Nix knew exactly where to find him, even against the blitz. He delivered at the perfect moment, and Harvey responded with a breakout performance. The energy on the sideline from Davis Webb and Sean Payton said it all, this offense has found its spark. And now, paired with J.K. Dobbins, Denver has a devastating 1-2 punch. Harvey isn't just an outside runner, he proved he can pound it up the middle, behind the top-graded offensive line in the NFL, according to PFF. That's balance. That's power. Kay Adams is right. This isn't just a running back rotation, it's a weapon. When Alvin Kamara first broke out in New Orleans, Mark Ingram was technically the lead rusher. But it was Kamara's versatility that changed everything. R.J. Harvey could be that player for Denver. The hidden piece that makes the entire offense unguardable. Alvin Kamara became the joker because he could do it all, run, catch, and change games in an instant. And that's exactly why R.J. Harvey fits the role for Denver. He's the spark that transforms this offense. So here's the formula: stop Jalen Hurts with zone coverage. Shut down Saquon Barkley with relentless defense. Protect Bo Nix with the best pass-blocking left tackle in the NFL, Garrett Bowles, the top-graded pass protector in football. He's chasing the Protector of the Year crown, and no Eagles lineman is knocking him off his throne this week. Then there's J.K. Dobbins. He's been overlooked, but the numbers don't lie. Even playing just over half the offensive snaps, Dobbins is averaging 5.7 yards per carry. He has more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley, despite Barkley being on the field almost every down. Against defenses like the Chargers, Dobbins was pacing for 100 yards if only given more touches. This isn't hype. This is production. So yes, Bo Nix is special. But you know who's been quietly just as special? J.K. Dobbins. This is the 1-2 punch that makes Denver unstoppable. The prediction? Broncos 31, Eagles 9. This is the moment. This is the statement. And after this, it's on to the Jets. Broncos country, believe. The fight is ours. The future is ours. And this team is just getting started.